Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I've got the Juniper in the shed today. When I've been looking at it, we have got a few issues with it, like these two are parallel. We've got this coming on the inside of a curve, and we've got this straight bit at the back in there. I want to try and bend that down and use this branch, because if I take that off and I take that one off on the inside of the curve, it's not going to leave much tree to work with. I want to take this off and gin this, because it's only one straggly branch, or if I just create the one sided tree. Decisions. What I did do is try and bend this gin, what's crossing there, and it's snapped. So I'm just going to pull it down and leave the snap bit there, but leave the curve on the gin. I also might get shot of this at the back, just gin it and gin all this on here. So that's not a bad front, but these two are crossing, where around this side you've got a gap in them. If I leave that on, if I gin that, gin all that, if I leave this one, what's on the inside of the curve, I'll just pull it round into the back, create a pad down into the back. So what I'll do is I'll bring you in, I'll give you a look at the main faults, which I think are main faults. Then I'll start ginning the wood, wiring the tree, and basically just wing it from there, see what we make. I don't know what kind of Juniper this is. We did get a name when I bought it, but it was a few years ago. It was some sort of Italian Juniper. I basically put a bit shape into it because it was a big ball. I should have a photograph somewhere, like on one of the patios, which I would show you. So I'll bring you in, give you a look at it, then we'll get started on it. I've got the GoPro up there, so I'll put picture-in-picture mode so you can see from the GoPro, in case I keep jumping in front of the camera like I always do. Let's get going. So that's where the branches are crossing there. But like I said, I had a bit clear and I snapped it. So I'll just burn that down there and that'll stop in that spot. I want to get rid of that and gin this. There's the one that's coming off the inside of the curve, which I'll pull around into the back. If I get shot of that, get straight branch there. Or if I can pull that branch down into there, something like that, and pull that round into the back or the front. What I'll do is I'll gin this and we'll have a look at that back branch in a second. that's all the gins done. As you can see, it's the next day. I just put loads of quartz on last night. I've even had a prune of my own tree top. I look a bit like the Grinch because I've got the abscess coming on me tooth, but never mind. So, like I said, I'm getting all the gins done. I just played last night, just putting a few quartz and everything on. I want to bend this branch down into here and wire this first pad and see what it looks like. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to take it off and gin it all. So I'll start and get this branch put down where I want with the tourniquet. I'll wire it, then we'll have a look at it once we start setting it into place. So by pulling this down, just took that big bend off, coming straight out, and as you're looking from the front, you can see through to the dead wood, what's underneath the branch. So what I want to do now is I want to wire these pads by this pad, and we're going to bring it into play. Then we can see what else we need to keep and what we need to get rid of. So you know what time it is now? Music time while I'm wiring. So I'm going to be cutting back a bit because I don't want to wire all the way to the tips. But what you do with junipers is cut back the wood so it doesn't yellow off. So if I be doing any pruning while I'm wiring, the likes of that, I'm going to be going back to wood. And just cleaning off what I know I don't want. So I've wired this first branch. So this is the front, about there. I haven't wired everything on it because I haven't got no small wire, which I can do later on. It's just a basic branch placement. If you take a close look in there, we have juvenile foliage. So just nip the tips off the juvenile foliage and eventually it'll come into scale like that. I'll do that as I'm going. Alright, time to set this first branch. I've already put them little bits into there. So we've got it coming down in the back there. I just don't know what to do with the rest of it. I'll get up there. So that's roughly that first pad done. Like I say, I haven't wired all the foliage, so it's just hanging about, hanging all over, I should say. But it's basically just for the branch placement. We can cut the foliage back later on, or pinch in the summer. I'm going to try and do something with this one that's coming off the internal bend, and if it doesn't work I'll just take it off. So what I'll do is I'll get a couple of these wired and then we'll come back and have a look. So I'm getting these ones wired here. So I'm going to put a bit placement into these two. I'm just working up the trees we're going, then I can lift this down onto the stool and start doing the apex. I am going to keep this just for now anyways. I'll see where it works out once I put it into position, but I'm going to have to put a tourniquet on to pull it round out the way and try and get it off that trunk line. So I'll stick a tourniquet on there and then we'll just basically shape into these branches here. these 3 pads set. I've bent that round as much as I dare. It's when we create the apex, I might get shot of that, but if I took that off, I would have nothing. Be this full lot coming off. I just need to wire the apex and see what we're doing up there. There's a tiny bit to wire yet, so I'm not going to bother putting that on the video. What I'll do is I'll get it all wired, then we'll come back and put some shape into the top. I've just tried to create some depth on the pads. It looks long and leggy because I haven't wired all the little fine bits. Because I've got no heavy, no small wire. I've only got heavy wire. But if all them were wired, it would have looked better. But just basic branch placement for now, and we can wire that next time. Just keep pinching back, and we can go wired later on. So time to get on to the top. This is the tray, all finished. What I'll do is, well, not finished, but branch placement. What I'll do is I'll bring you in, give you a look at it before we end the video. Okay, that's it for this video on this Juniper. Like I said, I can't remember the type of Juniper it is when I bought it. I tried to put some depth into the pads on this side and just create a little. It's got a long way to go. It's got the big branch placement in, all the gins is done. I've still got this branch here which I cannot lose because I'll end up losing a good bit of the tree. That's not that bad. Well, that's it for this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da, folks!